Hey guys, Stealth here. With the full release of Steel Division Normandy 44, we've gained access to the solo campaigns. This first set of campaign missions is called Operation Boston, or Mission Boston. It was the codename for the AUS 82nd Airborne Division. It's a combat drop over Cotentin on June 4th. This veteran division from Sicily and Italy played a crucial role in D-Day's planning, for it landed at the extreme right flank of the invasion, which it had to secure at all costs. Although the drop went better, or less badly, than its sister division of the 101st, the 82nd was scattered all over Cotentin and, as a consequence, understrength or ad hoc units went on fighting to secure objectives intended for much larger outfits, such as Saint-Mère-Église and the Merderet crossings. First mission, Hedgerow Hell. Major Warren, the invasion is well underway, although not exactly as we had planned it, but we will start the war from where we are right now. As for you, the primary objective of your task force is to secure the crossroads at Hauteville-la-Hubert and ambush any German forces trying to move against you to beach. Then counterattack as soon as possible to open the way of Saint-Mère-Église for the 4th Infantry Division, and those assault units. Speed is of the essence here. Your secondary objective is to locate and silence the heavy anti-tank guns and howitzers, slowing the 4th Division's advance inland. Now, there's a main objective here: secure the way for the DD tanks. DD tanks are called duplex drive tanks. We would call them amphibious units, because these tanks are also capable of doing amphibious ops. They were nicknamed Donald Duck tanks, because, well, they do resemble a bit of a duck in the way that they're set up. So let's go!
Last night, American and Allied airborne forces boarded their planes and took off towards France. Shortly after midnight this morning, and despite the German anti-aircraft defenses, our boys set foot behind enemy lines in Normandy. In the meantime, at dawn, the greatest armada ever assembled opened fire and proceeded to land assault troops on the shores of France. The liberation of Europe is underway as we speak.
Nice introductory movie there, not bad. Alright, various forces landing.
Airborne divisions have been blown to the four winds all over the Cotentin Peninsula. Let's hope it'll disorganize the Germans as we planned. Half the men have been misdropped, sir, including ourselves. We seem to have landed at the boundaries between our 82nd and the 101st. Way too far from the division's objectives at Saint-Mère-Église and the bridges over the Merderet River. Yet, we aren't the only ones completely off mark. The first amphibious assault wave has just hit the beach right on schedule, but much further south than planned. That is, just east of our present position. New orders from Division HQ, sir. You are placed in charge of a provisional task force, gathering any isolated paratroopers in the area, whatever their unit, and securing Hauteville-la-Hubert to allow our ground force to exit the beach as quickly as possible. The city and vicinities are held by a mere company of infantry. We must seize it as quickly as possible and put Hauteville in a state of defense to repel any attempts by the Germans to recapture it, and then counterattack quickly to open the way. The German coastal defenses are manned by auxiliary troops of poor military value, but they are supported by heavy guns. Any help we could provide in destroying those guns would hasten the amphibious forces' advance inland.
Here's our objective, Hauteville. Compose your battle group.
Bloody hell, would you look at all these forces here. The 4th Infantry Division is out in strength today. And I imagine that all of this infantry could be having a pretty hard time going up against those 88s that we have to destroy. We are over here on the left and on the right with a scattering of forces. Rifles, leaders, a bunch of guys landed in the field here. We even got a jeep and a mortar or two on the left. Rifles, rifles, and pathfinders, and I suppose this is the group that I'm supposed to be using to go after these guns that are somewhere inlands. So let's compose our battle group. I have 20 out of 20 activation points, so this is the deck that they are probably suggesting for me, but I can still adjust it a little bit.
These recon units are crucial to detect infantry positions and machine gun nests, which could hamper our advance.
Now you got the pathfinders and you have the standard recon.
Isolated enemies at close range, while 2-man recon teams should be kept away from any fighting. Their only job is to keep their eyes open.
Yes, thank you. Pathfinders can still engage enemy units. The recon, not so much.
Airborne rifles are the best light infantry Uncle Sam can muster. We should spread them and keep them moving to overrun enemy positions.
Now we have a large assortment of these guys.
Flamethrowers are fearsome in close encounters, while M2 HB 50 caliber machine guns deliver cover fire in open fields.
Right, so these guys I can use as napalm throwers or napalm units. We have the standard rifle infantry. We have glider rifles, which seem to be slightly less heavily armed than the rifles. They do not carry an anti-tank weapon. We've got the M2 HB AMGs for fire support and a couple of glider leaders to make sure that everybody keeps their morale up.
Jeeps and M20 command cars are our cavalry. Their 50 caliber machine guns will pin down the enemy infantry and rout light vehicles. Their mobility allows them to intervene wherever they're needed, but they must be kept out of harm's way, as they are very fragile.
Yeah, I could, if I wanted to, switch out any of these units and take a Duck W instead, a resupply vehicle, but I already have the jeeps, and I don't imagine my infantry lives long enough to actually need a lot of resupplying.
M3 and M5 guns are our only units with long-range anti-tank capability. They must be deployed with a clear line of sight once Auduville is secured, to ambush the enemy convoy coming from St. Mary-Glise. Bazookas are deadly, but can only be used in close-range action.
Yeah, that's the problem. These guys are going to be very good inside a town, not so good anywhere else. Alright, next, Artie.
Mortars and howitzers are the answer to our paratroopers being pinned down by an enemy defense position. Shelling or smoking a machine gun is a very efficient way to silence it.
Efficient maybe, but their range is really limited at only 900 meters, or for the M3, 2000 meters, and 2400 meters if I want to deploy smoke. That's interesting. Are smoke shells lighter than the standard shells? Is that what they're trying to portray here? Anyway, I don't feel like I need to adjust much to this deck. So let's go. Phase A. I have 10 minutes to capture that town. I can now deploy 200 points of units.
Just give the order to launch the offensive when you're ready.
And, of course, being Steel Division, I can already order up units to go on missions before the battle starts. So what I want to try and do is capture these buildings here, preferably with short-range troops, because an HMG might be useful here, but I don't know what I'll find. So we're going to send these rifles to this building. The leader, I'm going to keep the leader slightly further back there. These rifles go over there. You guys here, Pathfinders, slightly moving up. I'm not exactly sure where the enemy is going to be, so these mortars I'm going to keep in reserve. The boys over here, the rifles, the leaders... Actually, look at all these aircraft which have crashed. These are the gliders, I imagine. Nice detail there. Now, all of you, I want you to start moving towards this field at the very least, and potentially get cover from the mortars. So smoke screens there. You're going to be carrying that way. Then we have Pathfinders and the rifles on this end. Trying to capture this building here. And I'm just going to get these guys moving. I'll see where and when we need to adjust our course later on. So let's get these guys moving up here. And I would like a reconnaissance vehicle. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any. To scout out where these guns are supposed to be. Now, apparently I am Task Force Warren. We also have the 4th Infantry Division divided over 3 groups. Tank Battalion and 2 RCTs. They have the Osttruppen Grenadier Regiment and another Grenadier Regiment. Now, as for further units that I can bring, I could bring anti-tank units. I'm not exactly sure where the enemy is going to be coming from. And that is a rather important bit of intel. The enemy will arrive... Oh, sorry, here it is. The enemy will soon arrive from Saint-Mère-Église Road. So they're going to be coming down this road. If I can set up some anti-tank guns over here, that would really help. This is another position, but its range is really, really low. Meaning that if my forces get too close to the enemy, they're very likely to get killed off rather quickly. So I could position an anti-tank gun here to try and side shot some stuff. That's going to be your job. Another one firing from there. So you're the first one on the right. You're going to be going there. You're going there. And this position is too far away. I also want to have one reconnaissance unit there to spot for the anti-tank guns. Positioned here. That's where I want you to go. Leaves me with 90 points. I think I have enough artillery. What I don't yet have are engineers. The engineers might be really handy to try and clear out Odouville. And the main difference is that these guys are just going to be walking around, whereas my engineers are nice and fast. I'm going to have 2 on that side. 1 to come in from over here. Let's go. Bring the engineers. Contact. Yep, roger that. That machine gun is going to be nasty, so let's smoke it up first. I will have 1 mortar on smoke, and I have 1 mortar on actual HE rounds. Contacts on the left. Osttruppen, get out, boys. We also have some anti-tank units here. Panzerschrecks. Look at him go. Not bad. Get the building and get the building. Let's get the infantry to move up. These guys are moving up to the north. And this position is remarkably light. There really isn't that much going on here yet. But we do have a transport, or a 223. That's a command unit as well. I want to have a smoke screen in this position, making sure that my units can move up. Come on, I need you to deal with that transport first, that 223. But not like that. Hold on. Splitting my forces up a bit. Let me tune down the volume a bit because my meter's spiking like crazy. Yeah, that should be a little better. Engineers, burn them out. Shit. Pinned down. Smoke screen's going up. Should allow these guys to move up. There's the enemy transport, the 223. Already hit once. Well done, keep it up. That machine gun there has to go. And fast. What are you doing in here? Osttruppen. Get out. Let's bring out a medium machine gun, set up suppressive fire, and I want another engineer group, because we're doing a lot of short-range fighting at the moment. Rifles are taking significant losses here. This leader group is taking quite a beating. Come on. Nice mortar fire. These guys have nowhere to go. Now, are my anti-tank units set up properly? Yeah, not quite. Not quite.
Let's commandeer it. Given that we're always short on ammo, it could prove handy in future battles.
I suppose my anti-tank units have been destroyed. Unfortunately. So I'm going to have to double up on my anti-tank effort here. Making sure that I can defend this road against oncoming units. From where you are, can you fire? Well, he barely has a field of fire. Yep, there's the batteries, but going up against flak 38s, that's going to be an interesting element. Oh, actually, the flak 38s are over there. I just need to silence these guns. And unfortunately, these things at the moment are too expensive, but a 50 cal Jeep might be enough. There's my anti-tank gun. Let's bring the machine gun forward. Need to keep pushing because we don't have this town yet. Lots of infantry still holding the line there.
We haven't secured the objective yet, Major. Keeping the enemy under mortar fire or moving under cover of a smoke screen could ease our progression.
No worries, mortars are firing. Apparently they're using the campaign as a bit of an onboarding experience, so you know what you need to be doing. There's my 50 cal, and there's the second 50 cal. Come on, engineers. Burn them out. Nice one. Carry on. Hold your mortar fire. And I want to bring in that other anti-tank gun. Offload. Check your field of fire.
Village secured. We should bring MGs and AT guns.
Not too bad.
Any German reinforcements.
Alright, we have them on the run. Now we need to prepare an ambush. And we are expecting them from this side. So time for the machine guns and leaders to start consolidating this position and making sure everybody gets a bonus. This building, yeah, this building would be pretty good for machine. Actually, this one, short range weapon fire with AT weapons there. We have found an enemy position there. A bunch of Osttruppen. Damn it, they were able to kill off my machine gun. Get these guys first. Priority targets. Now this position could be a nice side shell area. Unfortunately I don't have any more machine guns yet. I could bring in another one. Is that really the fastest way to do it? Okay. Rifles to take up a position a little bit further here. What the hell happened to my other anti-tank gun? Oh, they're both consolidated here. Okay. We can make that work. Now to go after these machine guns, or these SK-18s. We need to run these guys over pretty quickly. Germans are still doing a bit of a counter push there. Come on, boys, fast. Support units. Give me another 50 cal. As well as another bunch of infantry. Rifles. Ambush in about 90 seconds. Jeez, these guys are not letting up. That should help them out. Alright, they're pinned down. They surrendered. Excellent. I want you to go after that one. You're going after this one, and you're going to keep moving up. Come on. We don't have all the time in the world. We need to speed this thing up. SK-18 destroyed. That's one down. Nice supply truck. Thank you very much. There's another one. Maybe you should get a little bit closer, because currently your accuracy sucks. There we go, that's number 2 down. The infantry can deal with that one. Come in from the side. Wow, you guys are still here? Come on. Quickly now. Objective complete. Apparently I don't need to kill all of them. I just need to hold on for as long as I possibly can in this town. Can do. So now we need to hold on for 26 minutes. Let's do it. What do we have? Bunch of Kubels. Nothing too impressive there. It's just going to host a whole lot of infantry there. Machine guns are not quite in range yet. And unfortunately, the guns are probably not packing HE rounds. No, they're not. So we need to find some machine guns to do that. Alright, I need you to vacate your building and switch it up. Can you fire now? Yeah, now you can fire. Excellent. And this is probably the least of my worries, so let's bring in another one. I want a machine gun with overlapping field of fire there, and I want my mortars to start moving up. This way. Bring the jeep, and bring the supplies. Now, I don't really need to invest these guys here, but they're on their way anyways. And I'm not sure if the game has already given me a completed. I might need to kill all of them. Hold on. That thing almost drove right through them. Now try to bring in the bigger guns. In a couple seconds I can bring in a howitzer. And especially if they keep themselves concentrated like that, it's going to be a beautiful target. So far, they have, however, taken out one of my anti-tank guns. Okay, I need to be more careful with these things. Hold. All of you, move up. Except for you, I want you to capture that vehicle. Alright, howitzer. Bring in the big guns. Let's get all of these guys suppressed. Preferably killed off. Alright, we have them on the run. But there's probably a lot more where that came from. So I'm going to have to hold on and wait for my allies to catch up. Still have 2 guns remaining here. Let's go after them. Ah, there's the Osttruppen again. Alright, 70 points. I have exactly 2 anti-tank guns left. So I need to be really bloody careful with these things. And this apparently was too close for them. I could put them up just inside the town. Another machine gun nest over there. I'm not sure if this guy did anything, but I'm supposing... Yeah, he fired 200 rounds. So he definitely was able to help there. And I need to just make more use of my howitzers. I really hope that the units are not carried over from one area or one campaign mission to the next. If they are, it's not going to be very pretty. Shit, they managed to get the 50 cal. Retreat! We need to send another group of infantry units here. Right. That leader is going to be killed off very quickly. Oh shit, they have already. They're smoking this position here. Blinding my units. Oh, these guys do come with an M20. That's handy. Alright, that's another SK-18. There's 1 gun left towards the left flank. They're putting up a large smoke screen, but when are they coming? I'm going to keep the mortars close by, but not too close that they're going to get wiped out immediately. And my machine guns are now getting suppressed. I need optics. Bring the M20 slightly more to the left. Oh, come on. Get the gun. Hold and assist.
Heavy AT guns spotted, sir. We must destroy them or they will eat our tanks for breakfast.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm just not sure if I can deal with these guns without any further support from tanks. So let's see what we have here. And then see how we're going to deal with it. I want these guys to hold their fire, not give away their position. We do, however, have a bunch of Fusiliers at very short range. And I'm not too happy about that. Because my recon units are pretty low on availability. Wow, that gun is still not dead? Come on. That's the Fusiliers gone. My machine guns are not doing very well, by the way. There's 4 guns remaining, but if these guns are defended by a bunch of infantry, And potentially by units such as AA guns, it's going to be really difficult for my infantry to get close enough to kill them off. So that's going to be quite the challenge. There we go. You're welcome. Right. Now to deal with all of that artillery that we have over here. I hope that my M20 command can help out these units. And I do still have an MMG that might be able to suppress from afar. New unit coming in, it's an IG-18. Looks like most of the German forces are now surrounded between my units and the units from the 4th. So hopefully that's going to put more pressure on morale and make sure that they panic quicker and give up. So far, no sight on the guns, surprisingly. Where are they? Let's see, from over here. We should have a decent suppression ability. So there's one gun. Flak 3688. What else do you have? Do you have any units defending this position? Wow! Preferably don't do that again. Not sure what happened to my machine gun units, but apparently they got killed off. Already on that. One unit is pinned down. Time to wipe it out. Get the command close enough to keep these guys promoted. A lot of units coming in at the moment. Apparently they managed to take out my other anti-tank gun here. Alright, one gun down. There's another one. Short range. Fortunately the infantry seems to have been saved by the fact that they were in the tree line and the gun wasn't that accurate. But if that thing fires again, that could be a whole different story. Nope, we're good. Come on. 2 guns down. 2 guns remaining. Shit. My units are out of ammo. So time to bring out some of these blitzes that I captured before. And I managed to kill off one of my mortars. We're taking fire from the south here. More or less that position. Yep, there it is. So what do we have defending this town? Too many units over here. That's what we have defending this town. Wow, that anti-tank gunner got really aggressive there. Alright, we can use the tree lines to get close enough to these 88s. Keep it up, boys. Where's my M20? Hello, surprise. One after the other. That one's pinned down. Now pin down the other one.
We're falling off schedule, sir. The tank should already be rolling towards St. Mary Glees. Anti-tank guns destroyed, Major. The road is open for the tanks.
So I guess we're not that far off schedule. Can we bring in some more artillery? As well as some more units that can actually hold the line here. Rifles and give me a glider infantry. Alright, so these guys should be able to pick up the infantry. But apparently not. Okay. In that case, just keep moving this way and attack anything that you can find on the way there. Time for these tanks to move up, and fast. There they are, the M4DDs. The ducks. Move as fast as you can, because I could use some support over here. If you can burn them out, that would help. Your range is 100 meters on the flamethrower. We need more range. We need to get closer to these guys. Next gun. Come on. Damn it, they're suppressed. Offload and attack. Just have a pocket of resistance here. Nothing that the third shouldn't be able to handle on themselves. So I can focus on different areas. We're already linking up with the fourth here. Nice. Come on, mortar. The amount of artillery that they have is rather annoying. And they're pushing quite aggressively on my position over here. Alright, do I have anything that can help me out here? It's just light transports. Support units. I still have one command here. I should have come in from the left. And let's bring in another couple of glider units. Time to take the fight to the enemy, especially to those annoying IG-18s. Or IG-33s. The IG-18s are the smaller ones. Suppress most of this with machine gun fire as well as artillery, and we should be fine. Hold on for 11.5 minutes. There's the tanks. Come on, tank battalion. We're even getting a... was that a Churchill? No, that's a duck. Never mind. Looks like Artie's heavily raining on their parade at the moment. These guys are, however, getting pretty nervous about the amount of suppressive fire that they're taking. Come on, guys. Don't give up yet. Objective complete. Tanks are almost there.
New orders from Division, Major. Time to counterattack and open the way to St. Mary Glees.
Roger that. Clear the way. I don't have that much left that can clear the way, unfortunately. But at least now I have support from my tanks. So we're going to have to wait for the fourth to get a bit closer and to bring me support with those tank guns. They're already doing as much as they can to suppress what seems to be this narrow corridor at the moment.
Here comes the mighty eight, sir. Duck your head.
Bring in the Air Force. Look at that. We have, what, 7 Marauders coming in, 8 Marauders coming in, armed with 8 110 kilogram bombs. This should keep them at bay for a little bit. Not too bad. Now, let's keep moving. These guys are on the run. My infantry is not doing that well, so let's use the fresh guys to go after these. But we still have a whole lot of guys over here. Unfortunately, my mortars are getting, or my artillery is getting suppressed at the moment. It's not really a good position for MMGs to go. So let's bring in some more glider infantry. And time for the tanks to come in. Alright, you guys are good. Keep moving. Keep the M20 close to bring in some more veterancy. And they are just losing a lot of terrain here.
Yes, sir. Do you have a target, sir?
You guys are out of ammo. Okay. That's unfortunate. Look at these guys work. That's what I want to see. I could use another one of those airstrikes if you have any to spare. Capture this building. I want you to go for that one. They're still going after most, if not all, of my artillery here. Come on, keep going, keep going. We can still bring in some mortars. Let's see, these have a range of 900. I like the 1200 ones. Fire at that position, and let's bring in a resupplier for the units that are still alive but don't have any ammo anymore. So the position here is a bit too tough for me to crack. I think I just need to get these guys down to the road. And considering that they are completely suppressed to the edge of the map, I don't think that they can bring in any reinforcements anymore. Don't have these mortars ruin their day. You may want to get a bit of distance between you and them, as these 60mm are going to fire all at once. At the same position. There we go. Firing, surrendering. That's what I like. Check your fire. Keep pushing. This armored spearhead is doing an amazing job. I would not have been able to do that with the forces that were given to me. But it shows you that you can really work quite well in combination with the enemy art, or sorry, with the AI. I really like the way that they incorporated this. Objective complete. Clear the way.
The road is open, Major. There's no time to lose. We must reinforce Colonel Ekman and St. Mary Glees. 9 M4A1DD are driving inland with our troops.
Nice.
I don't think we could have done a better job today. It will give us a solid armor core to support our advance on St. Mary Glees.
Alright, mission complete. Let's see how many guys I lost, because it was not pretty. I should have managed that a lot better. Hang on, it doesn't show you? Okay. Curious, it doesn't show you your kill to death ratio. Which is something I would really want to see. How well did I do? How many troops did I lose? And I suppose that it wouldn't be that difficult for them to add one of those tabs. I mean, they already do it in skirmish, they already do it in multiplayer. Why not in single player? Anyway, let me know whether you liked watching this campaign. It is definitely, as far as I have seen so far, well done. You're really pressured. It is not as easy as some of the campaigns that you have seen in Wargame Red Dragon, or at least I don't find it that difficult. So let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments, and I look forward to seeing your opinions. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more Steel Division.